So Mike, the next thing I do immediately after I have my corporation put together is I just go to irs.gov and I get my EIN number.
Just like that?
Just like that. And you come over here and it says, you know, what is it you're trying to get done? Apply for an employer identification number, and you just simply go there. And it's a little tricky at first when you go in here, right? You can get an EIN number one a day. That's how it works, right? So if you want to get an EIN, you just simply apply online like this. And you can go through all this. Do I need an EIN? Do I need a new EIN?
We encourage the reader to do so.
Right. But having said that, I don't do that.
Okay.
I just go to begin the application. And in this case, they're going to ask you, what are you? And in our case, we're a limited liability company. They're going to ask you how many members are there. So if you have one member or two members or three, you need to name them. If you're the guy forming the corporation or you're the person that's forming it, you just put down one, right? And then, you know, what state are you operating in? In this case, we'll say California, right? And since you're a single member LLC, it explains how they're going to look at that. Again, you can read all of this, and to your point, we encourage people to read it, but it's not really germane to get in your EIN number. So in this case, you and I are starting a new business.
Yep.
So we're going to select that and say,
Capital Guys.
Yep, Capital Guys, starting a new business. And, you know, they want my number, my first name and all that, so that's fine. I'll put it in. And I'm going to put in my address. And you can see it's not really a complicated process, right? And I'm going to say I don't have a different address. If you do, mark it yes. And now here is, what do we call this thing? Capital Guys. If you're doing business with a different name, right, where you're going to actually market your company differently, recommend that you put that in there just so that they know that it's one and the same. Where are you going to file your articles of incorporation? We filed in Delaware, right? And what's our start date? It would be today's date, right? 2024. And there we go. And then you'll go through a series of questions that they're going to ask you. And then, you know, you have to say what kind of business you're going to be. And I'm going to say that we're going to go into finance, because that's what we do. They're going to continue on. And what are we going to do? We're going to use this entity as an investment holding company where we can hold our investments. But again, you pick whatever the business is you're in. If you're in retail, you pick retail. If you're in food service, pick that. And we get done. And I would like to get my EIN number online via Adobe.
That's key right there.
Yeah, get it online and I get it instantly. You take that number in this paper with your corporation papers and you can open up a bank account.
Take them both down to the bank.
Yeah, you'll need this form, which I showed you how to get. You will need your certificate of incorporation, and then you'll need your operating agreement,
Okay.
which we'll get into in just a second.
All right.